Hey everybody, Ronnie here. So, I was supposed to go back out on the road today. Sometimes things don't work out quite the way you plan. It turns out it was time for my truck to have its PM service. And so I wasn't sure how long it was going to take. Sometimes they get it done pretty quick. Sometimes it takes a while. And so I spoke with my dispatcher and we decided we'll go ahead and set tomorrow as our go out date. So I went ahead and ran up to the TA, hopped in to do my PM service, and got it done. I had to wait not long, half an hour to get into the bay, and they did the PM service. That's just not a hurried thing. Unfortunately, the technicians that I had were a trainer and a trainee. Anytime you have a trainee involved, you're adding some time. It took a little over an hour to get my PM service done. So I went ahead and pulled out of the bay, parked my truck, went in to pay, and the train that was doing my PM service obviously wasn't the only trainee there. I get that people need to be trained and need to learn how to do things. When they're having that much trouble, then someone needs to step in. And I'm not talking about the trainee technician. The person that was working on my paperwork to get me checked out so I could pay, so I could just pay my bill, was also evidently a trainee. It took almost an hour for this person to get to the point where they could actually charge me for the service I received. The manager was right there the whole time and would not step in and help. I have learned things in the past, obviously. We all have. And a lot of times, the best way to learn something new is to do something new. But if you're having that much trouble, if your trainee is having that much trouble, instead of taking the trucker and keeping him off the road for an extra hour, thank God I didn't have to get back on the road. Instead of doing something like that to a trucker who isn't making money as long as they're sitting there paying money, then step in, at least help. So for the service technicians, I'm going to give you a thumbs up, okay? They did their job. We're a little bit slower about it than normal, but that was to be expected. On the downside, the new trainee cussed like a sailor, all right? Now, I know, we're truckers. We're used to it. But every third word out of his mouth was an F word. And at work, that is a time to put on your most professional face, especially if the trucker whose truck you're working on is sitting in the truck with the window open. It was so nice. I was able to have my windows open and air that truck out. So that's my one complaint there with the trainee technician. Inside the office, thumbs down. Complete thumbs down. 2 of them, all right? That was completely uncalled for. Once my service is done, I expect to come in, maybe wait for 5 minutes while you put the information in that you need to, but then get me out. Take my money and get me out. Evidently, the whole inflation thing is hitting us just as hard as it is everybody else. My service today was just over $500. I was expecting $400. That extra 100 snuck up and slapped me pretty hard. But it had to be done, and I was at home, so there wasn't much I could do. I could have gone to a Love's, but the Love's is an extra 60 miles down the road, and I just didn't feel like going that far. So that's just my rant. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about PM service, where to go, how to get it, how to pay for it, put them in the comments down below, or give me a call. My number's on the screen. If you have an interest in joining Super Ego and you have questions for me, give me a call also. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.